What's up, Jooba people? How's it going? It's nice that that song that was playing was in G. That was pretty cool. Alright guys, so for the Jooba Weekly issue number 13, we've got some really cool stuff planned. And we're going to jump straight into it. Alright, for this week, we've got... I sent an email to the email list. This is only going out to the email list. So if you want to be on the email list, there's 10,000 people on the list. There's about 55,000 people on YouTube. And the 10,000 people that I sent this email to is getting invited to a special 12-month structured program. All right. So that's going out. And then the next thing is we have 2 new tutorials available. Counting On by John Mark McMillan and Ripple by the Grateful Dead. I'm just going to play that for you. The Counting On one sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, how does it go? When the night stars whistling like the day, why can't you consider my way? And I know the point of pressing on, you're what Okay, I know you guys want to learn that, so I'm just going to teach you those chords quickly. I'm going to zoom in here just to a close-up, okay? We're in the key of, these chord shapes are in the key of E. 7, mute, 6, and then 9 on the pinky. And the bottom 2 open. Second inversion E chord. Elvis, you would like Adrian Lenker. This is almost like her type of stuff. Okay, so then you have this A over C sharp as the second chord. So this finger just moves up 1, pinky stays where it's at, and the ring finger goes to the C sharp there. Then you can go to B7, and then with the bottom 2 strings open. So and then C sharp minor. Anyway, they're just some basic stuff. Okay. My kids are getting quite excited. But anyway, that's it for the 2 songs. And then Ripple, let me just play that one. That's the one going... Thank you, Sid. My own little thing there, but that's it for the do tutorials that are available. You guys can check them out. They're available for the school community. They should come out on YouTube pretty soon, probably one tomorrow and then one in the week, but they're available now for the school community. Chord of the week is going to be an augmented 7th chord. Now this chord is using the progression of the week, which we're going to get into. By the way, you guys can download the whole PDF for this one for free using the link in the description. But the chord of the week is an augmented 7th chord. Now, augmented 7th chords are nice. You can just spice up your 7th chords like that. So if you play... like... oh. You can really hear what song that is. If you know what song it's going to be, let me know in the comments. I would love to see if you get that just by getting those chords. That would be amazing to see who can get the song just by that. Anyway, so that chord, so you would have a G7 like that, and a G augmented 7 has that 5th note of the chord, the 5th raised 1 step. You can also use it as a secondary dominant chord. So let's say I'm playing in the key of G, okay? Papa, het gaat bezig? Toy Story vibes. That's exactly what this is. This is just Toy Story. So that's a D7. I'll take the 5 of the D7 and I'm a sharper one. And that is the progression of the week. Is gonna... wait, why is the chord of the week? What the heck? Sorry. Chord of the week, chord of the week, chord of the week. I'll fix this before I upload it. But the progression of the week is Toy Story's You Got a Friend of Me. Alright, so I'm just gonna go open the PDF because this is where I got the progression of the week. And this uses the diminished chords from last week and the augmented chords from this week. So we're going to use a G augmented 7th chord there. I'm going to play it for you slowly. F sharp diminished 7. You got troubles, I got them too. There isn't we stick together, we can see it through. 'Cause you got a friend in. How cool is that? D7. A minor. You've got a friend in me. Got a friend in me. Some other folks. So you can really use the diminished seventh chords everywhere. It's really quite fascinating. Okay, so that's the progression of the week. Let's jump straight on to the tuning of the week, which is really cool. I have to now open my other device just to see what was my actual structure, because it seems like I didn't copy it over properly. And I'm quickly going to check here. But the tuning of the week is going to be a Ben Howard tuning. It's quite fun. This is the tuning of the week. And I just quickly want to look at this. Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am. What did I put in here? Pattern of the week. Man, I had a good pattern of the week. Okay, there's the pattern of the week. Okay, so let's go to the pattern of the week first. The pattern of the week is going to be this acoustic slap pattern. That's the only thing I didn't put in. This is the pattern of the week, guys. Listen to this. This is going to be pretty cool. I'm just going to play it on D chord. Okay, so beginners, this is nice for you guys. So we do thumb and then index and middle finger together. And then we smack the strings. You don't have to think of smacking, you just bring your hand down onto the strings like this. Simple. And then after the slap, you pluck all the strings. When you get the hang of this, it starts to go so nicely. A minor, C. And just a little note, those fills that I did there, I was on the C chord, and C and A minor are relatives. If you don't know that, you should do my music theory course, but C and A minor are relatives. And what happens with relatives, if you play C chord, you can play the relative minor pentatonic scale. So C, A minor pentatonic. You can use all those notes for really cool fills over a C chord. So if I go, see, I just went up the scale and into the note that's in the G chord. What's the relative minor of D? B minor. So that's my scale. You guys get the idea. All right. That's it. And now music theory tip of the week is going, tuning of the week, and then music theory tip of the week. Music theory tip of the week, before we do tuning, we're going to do tuning the last. Is tension and resolution is what makes stories and music beautiful. There's a correlation, because music is basically storytelling, just at a whole nother level, whole deeper level. Tension and resolution is what makes stories sound beautiful. So, if you have tension, how do you add tension in a song? Play an F major chord. Take off your index finger. Do you feel like resolution or do you feel tension? Resolution in a certain way now. Resolution in a certain way. you see how I added more tension to this E7? That chord already has got tension in the context of this progression. But if I take this index finger and take it up to an F, there's immediately more tension. Bro, so cool. I love this. Matthew Donaldson. You need to check my email. There's something really important and you're going to love it. Okay. Anyway, it's... So the moment I take inside of my chord, I can have tension. That's the first way. And the other way is inside of my progression, I can have tension. Can be playing a progression in the key of C. I can't finish the song here. I have to resolve it. Oh, thank goodness. You see what I mean? So you have to resolve everything that you do. You don't have to. I mean, if you can keep it at that moment, if there's something that you want to communicate in that. Guys, look at this beautiful cup. My daughter made this. Isn't that beautiful? This is probably the most beautiful cup you've ever seen. Look at that. Amazing. Anyway, guys, so tension and resolution. Now, that's the first way, inside of your chord progression. You're always going to have, you have 3 areas inside of a chord progression, okay? We've got our chords, our 1, 4, and 5 chords, and then our 2 minor, 3 minor, and 6 minor chords. The 6 minor and the 1 are going to be quite stable sounding. There's going to be your tonic ones, right? Your subdominants are going to be your 4 chord and your 2 chord. And then your dominant chords are going to be your 3 minor, your 5, and your 7, okay? I forgot to put that in there. Those are going to be your dominant sounding. And the moment you go to any of those, you're going to feel the music has got so much more kind of going towards a direction that, you know, the story is picking up its pace. It's like, you know, it's getting a bit more intense. So if I go tonic, C, A minor. If I just stay with these chords, then it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. But if I want a little tension, I can go to the 4. Oh, but now it's going somewhere, and now it's resolved again. So now we're on the 1. We go to the 6, and there's still no tension. We go to the 4, it picks up a little bit. And we go to the 5 now, it's picking up tension. There's some kind of tension to be resolved. But I want more tension, so I go to the 3. But I want a little less tension. And I want to keep it at the same level of tension, the 2. And I take it back down to homeland, to the 1. That's the way you got to manage your chord progressions. Your chord progression has to flow in between these 3 states. It's like any song does this. Any song. Let's say I'm in the key of G, capo 4, and I'm going to start on the 4 chord. I'm going to start with a place of kind of momentum already, right? So I'm going to... resolved on the 1. Gonna get tension on the 5. On the 4, but still not completely resolved. On the 1, it's resolved again. And that's what you need to do to make good chord progressions. Keep playing with it. Thank you so much for that comment, Timothy O'Brien. Timothy O'Brien, yes, that's the name. Oh, thanks, guys. It's so nice to everybody tuning in. Thanks for commenting, liking the video. This is so cool, guys. Who of you guys are Jooba members? I know Matthew Donaldson is a premium member, actually. But I don't recognize other... I think Seth Harth, I've seen you around. And Timothy, I mean, all these names start sounding familiar. Anyway, guys, so that's the music theory tip of the week. The other way, just quickly, how you can add tension is just inside of your chord. So you can stay on 1 chord and still, release some tension inside the chord. So if I'm playing a G, any note that's not inside the chord would add some inherent you get that, hey? Right? Some notes will have more than others, and it's important to kind of learn your ways around them. But when you're on the 4 chord, you can do a sharp 11. So if I'm in the key of a G and I go to a C chord, I can play the sharp 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I go G. The idea. Alright, so adding notes inside your chords and then making sure your chord progressions are kind of moving in between the different states. Does that make sense? Alright guys, we're going to end up with a tuning of the week, which is going to be open C 5 tuning. Now I had a guy join the community just recently and he was like, man, where's the other videos of the series? And I was like, bro, I'm busy making them, okay? But he kind of pushed me to do it quicker. I quickly want to show you, I've got 6 minutes left in this live stream. So the quickest way for me to tune to open C is I just smack a G note over here. I mean, those are the notes we're going to tune to. So I just want to show you how I get there really quick. So let's see how we're going to do this. The first way is get your 5th string down to a G. Once you get those two nice, then you do the D string, take that down. What I like to do, I don't like listening to my guitar go down because I think it's going to snap. So I just take it down like a full turn. Almost a full turn. Oh, isn't that nice? And then I take my high E down. That's going to go way down, so I do like 1.5 turns. You always want to check yourself with a tuner. And then the B string goes down to a G. Wow, that's be a long way home. I hate doing this. And then the high C goes down to a D. I don't know why I'm like so nervous. It's a D. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Said Hearth. I know, man. I know, but it's my job. It's my job, man. I get to play guitar every day. Isn't it amazing? Okay, so what I'm going to show you for this week, once you've tuned to that tuning, to double check yourself with the tuner. I might not be 100% in tune, but I'm going to show you the position 1 chords. Now, position 1 is so simple with open C because it's just 1s and 5s in the tuning. If you don't understand it, go write the music theory course, but also the first lesson of the series. I kind of talk about the tuning a lot. But basically, the first 5 frets is going to be all the open notes, all these ones, all these ones, all these ones. So you really can... But now you have to learn some chords in the open position. So I'm going to take you through some chord progressions here. This is the first one. Okay. Just middle finger or ring finger on the 4th fret, 4th string. And you can improvise obviously with all the notes inside the map. And then you can go to an A minor. they're nice. I got these chords from Ben Howard's song. I think it's about here. There's your A minor. You have to always retune if you put a capo on, but you get the idea. Okay, so now let's take it up to the next chord progression. Now we're going to introduce the 4 chord, the F. So we got A minor here. So now the previous way I showed you, it's A minor like this. But now you can also do it like this. And you can move the shape up to the 5th fret, by the way, to get a C. G. Mute the top string with the thumb. That's C major 7 over E. It's almost an E minor chord. You can use it like in the place of E minor. You know? Oh, isn't that beautiful? I just love this, guys. This is probably one of the coolest tunings ever. Here's another one. C like this. So C. F. Oh. Guys, open C5 tuning is the best thing. This is the tuning of the week. We're going to end this live stream here. If you guys have any questions, this whole thing is not made using AI. We've got no AI involved in the making of these videos or in these tutorials or diagrams, anything. What's up, Francisco? Are you Lesto Foldo? I saw you register on that secret thing that we're not going to tell anybody about yet. But and I thought, hey, who's Lesto Foldo? You got to use your real name, man. Otherwise, I don't know who you are, brother. Okay, guys, that's Francisco. Everybody, hey, your cover's blown, bro. You're on the video. Anyway, guys, I'm going to see you around. I'm going to go fetch my kid from hockey and have fun. Download this week's issue. I'm going to fix it up. So just give me a few minutes to fix it up. Not a few minutes, actually. I'll do it tonight. And then I'll send that out. Cheers, guys. Have a nice day. See you around. Much love, everybody. Enjoy your guitar journeys. I will see you in another video. Goodbye, everybody.